Okay, guys, once you finish designing your swimsuit and you created minimum 3 colorways, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make a little 3D spin so that you can put it on a real basic free online portfolio to present your project. Okay, so it'll look something like this. I know these are not 3 different colorways, but you kind of get the idea of like the layout of it and what you can do. Okay, so your design is done. You have your 3 colorways. What you're going to do is you're going to render a turntable image. Okay, so you'll go into CLO and you'll go up to render and you'll choose render. Okay, and then we have lots of choices here. I'm going to actually make that window a little smaller. You can go ahead and zoom, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. You probably just do straight since we're going to do the turntable. So kind of zoom in to get it centered there. And then we have, I'm going to open up, let's see, I'm going to click this little guy. I'm going to open up property editor. I guess I don't need object browser open. Maybe I'll close that. Okay. So all of our choices here, we're going to kind of fill in probably these bottom 4 ones or these lower 4 ones. But we have a little preview. This is a preview of the last thing I was playing around with when I was rendering. So I can hit stop and I can hit this little circle button to kind of refresh what's in my current window to see what I would get if I did render right now. So it's a little preview. It takes it a minute. I do have a slower computer, I'm not going to lie. Here we are. Okay. So this is basically what my image looks like right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this first little image here, and all these different options come up in my property editor. So I did make 3 colorways, so I can just, do just the current one, or why not just do all 3 of them? That way they all have the exact same setting and it'll look very uniform and clean. So you'll probably want to make sure colorway all is set on since we did create 3 colorways. Under image video, we're going to do turntable images. So it's going to save a bunch of photos, basically going around your design. Image count. For the little app thing that we're going to use, you need minimum 8. 8's probably good because it's just quicker, but if you think higher quality, you could do like 16 or 32. I'm just going to stick with 8 because I was pretty happy with how that turned out. Rotation angle 360 is fine. Kind of leaving all of this. I don't need a video of it actually, so I'll just leave that not checked. Image size. You can decide how big you want this on your website. Right now it looks like I have a lot of extra space I don't really need. I was playing around with this earlier and I was pretty happy with 500 pixels by 270. Let me try if I still like that on this design. It was a portrait kind of setting. Let's see if that looks good or not. Ooh, no, that's terrible. Oh, the width was, I had that mixed up. 270 by 500. Let's try that again. See, I liked it because I think it just kind of fit in. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we are. That looks good. I think that's nice framing of it. Okay, cool. Resolution 300 is nice. It's pretty high. That's good. For my background, I actually want to do transparent. Now let me show you the difference. I'm going to click over here on this website. Here, I did not do transparent. So you have the CLO, like just the general background that it kind of came with. You can always upload your own, but I think transparent's better. I think it's a little cleaner. I can always also open it in another program like Photoshop or something else and add a background if I wanted. So anyways, and transparent actually saves faster too in CLO. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to ignore that it says white and I'm going to turn transparency on by clicking that little check button. Okay. So go ahead and name it. I guess I will call this my, swim project. Maybe you call it your theme name that you've been working on. I pulled this from a retro boho theme. So this is my retro boho. Where are you going to save it right now? Looks like it's in my downloads somewhere, so maybe I'll just give it a fresh new folder. Maybe I'll say, actually, save on my desktop, and can I make a new folder? Let's see here. Right click. I can make a new folder later. Anyways, I guess I'll just save it on my desktop and remember that's where it is. Okay, PNG, that's right, because of the transparent background. Okay, all that's good. Next, I'll go to the camera setting. you know, I kind of zoomed in where I want it. I'm not really going to make a lot of changes with the camera, actually. You're welcome to kind of play around with it just to see what it does. But I'm going to hop over to light settings. This is where it can get kind of fun. CLO has some defaults. Here it's on custom, but as you can kind of see all the different like light choices. So if you want something a little more dramatic, you could do that. I do kind of have like a shiny copper material, so that might be kind of fun. Yeah, look at that. What a difference, having that dramatic lighting. So you're welcome to kind of play around with whatever lighting you think is best for you. And yeah, they definitely dive deep with like the different light angles and intensities and colors. So I'll share the basic CLO video with you too that kind of goes over all the different settings as well. But my tip is just kind of play with the presets. That's enough for today, I think. And then the next one, okay, is our render properties. So usually I like a lower noise, so it will make it render a little bit longer, but I like to bring that pretty low. Max render time at 20 is fine. You can always make that longer if you're really working on something particular. I don't know, I don't mind just changing it to very high quality. Why not? Probably might take a little bit longer. But yeah, okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and say stop, and I'm gonna hit play. And now it should be rendering these 3 little packages of the turntable of files that I'm going to use. Again, I have 3 colorways. So it looks like it's starting with my first orange colorway. You can see down here the progress bar of what's happening. I asked for 8 images and I'm doing 3. So it's rendering a total of 24 and it's working on image number 1. It's about 8%. So you can really see how long this is going to take. So it'll take a while. When it's done, this will be all saved on my desktop. And from there, I will go ahead and show you how to turn it into a 3D spin file.